task ahead. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to...
It is your boy Kamish Mula in the building. Pardon me for the delay, guys. I thought I was talking, but I was actually on mute. But we are here underway. Kimball versus Duncanville. We had a lot of good games earlier, and now we are capping the triple header off with this amazing game. Let's see if Duncanville can go above 500 and if Kimball can get back on track. They get a steal there in a three-pointer in transition. Coach J.O. made a lot of adjustments, and it's going to be very interesting to see if they pan out. Roth is called with that foul right there. And you gotta love the effort right here. Yes, sir. Side out Duncanville. Oh, Lamar Anderson has been on fire, but LA misfires on that one. He has a tall task as Gary Jack has the assignment of guarding him tonight. Griffin with the rock. Griffin to Will. Ray Will to Gary Jack. Gary Jack in the post. He's double. Gets it out to KG. KG for another three. And it looks like Kimball is alive today. Coach J.O. switched up some things. And let's see how it fares. Ame, three-pointer on the way. Leaner, no good. Gary Jack with the rebound. Gary Jack looking to push it up. Gets it to KG. Khalil Griffin, another three. And Khalil Griffin is feeling himself as he's been moved to the starting point guard position. LA, three-pointer off the screen, no good. And Duncanville is cold right now. It looks like Kimball took the adjustment serious. They are trying to get that offense going. And Khalil Griffin off the mark on that one. Thaddeus Hill with the rock. Thaddeus gets it to LA. LA step back Trey, and LA is cold today. Khalil Griffin is putting him in a box early, but know that that kid LA can heat up in a hurry. Ray Will off the screen. Ray Will with the slam. Let me get a hashtag HS1 in the chat if you're rocking with me. Yes, sir. Whoa. You're rocking with me. Pardon the feedback. But boy, oh boy. What a game we have on our hands right now. Kimball starting off with an 11-0 run. And it is looking like the adjustments for Kimball are panning out. Swift gets it to Mr. Hill. Mr. Hill to Brennan Young. Brennan Young to LA. Duncanville has to get something going. It is not looking good for Duncanville right now, but Ame, mid-range shot. And he is trying to change things as they finally stop the 11-0 run. And that is rare to see, man. So it's looking like the Kimball tweaks are working right now, because to see Kimball on 11-0-1 is very, very new. These guys have had offensive scoring problems all year long, and Khalil Griffin is looking to be the answer. Khalil going Roth with the offensive rebound, and Roth with the putback. So Khalil Griffin is taking LA off that dribble. He sees a mismatch and he wants to exploit it. LA with the rock. LA. Uh-oh, Thaddeus. Thaddeus wants to think about the three-pointer, but we know he could get a bit trigger happy if his team needs it. Khalil Griffin, hand caught in the cookie jar. And now we're going to have a side out by Duncanville. Swift with the rock. Swift to Thaddeus Hill. Thaddeus to LA. LA to Ame with the pump fake. Got to be worried about that quick trigger. Brandon Young, corner shot. No good. He usually can knock that one down, but Mackey with the board. Mackey to Gary Jack. Gary Jack trying to put a move on. Gary Jack has the mismatch, and Gary wants to go. Now he finds Ray Will wide open for the three, and Ray Will still off the mark. But that was a high-quality shot right there from Ray Will. Ame on the break. Ame, Swiss cheese, nothing but net. And now Duncanville trimming the lead to 9. So a hot start for the Knights, 5 for 8 from the field, but Duncanville's looking to try to get right back into it. Step back midi for Ray Will, and it's good. Ray Will looking a lot more comfortable at that 3 spot early, and let's see if Kimball could keep it going. LA with the rock. LA to Thad. Thad wants the screen. Thad wants the three off of the screen, pops out, and I don't know if you want Thad forcing threes early. But let's see how it works out. Ray Will trying to go baseline, but Brandon Young sacrificing his body, cutting him off, but he's going to get a foul call on that one. Can't believe it. Ray Will trying to thug his way baseline, and Brandon Young had to do something to stop him. But they're going to say it's a foul. Side out. Mackey with the rock. Mackey trying to put a move on. Mackey skipping through the lane. Mackey, tough layup. Good defense right there from Thaddeus. Shout out to my guy, Carlos Luzon in the building. LA with the rock. LA gets it to Ame. Ame catch and shoot three-pointer. No good. Ray Will with the rebound. Ray pushing it up. Ray Will slowing it down now. Ray Will surveying the floor. Ray Will off the screen. Ray Will pick and roll action with Mackey. And boy, oh boy, have the adjustments worked for Kimball as their offense came out with a bang. That was the point of emphasis this week for Coach J.O. And it looks like the adjustments were worthwhile. Gotta love the energy from Kimball early on in this matchup. Page to Ame. Ame now surveying the floor. Ame wants to get it. No, he wants the screen, actually. Ame, another mid-range look. Decent look. And Ame has been getting a good look off of that curl. And Kimball hasn't had an answer for it as he scored all 6 for Duncanville off that exact shot. Shout out to my guy, Cody Carter in the building. He is one of the newest guys in the SBA. He will be in our SBA HS2 series. And Gary Jack is fouled by Brandon Young. He's headed to the line for 2. Big shout out to my guy, Carter Gaming Network in the building. Welcome him to the SBA. If you are in the chat, let's get a welcome Cody in the chat. Free throw is up, and it is no good for Gary Jack. Gary Jack, got to count those pennies, my guy. Second free throw, Swiss cheese, nothing but net. Big shout out to my guy Suave Cortez in the building. Suave Cortez on Real Madrid for our overseas tour. And this guy, Suave Cortez, has been a very good community member. Just one of those guys. If you're in the Discord, you'll see what I mean. And if you want to join our Discord, man, leave a comment. Don't be shy. We are in our first season here, but we are growing big time. 378 subscribers in 1 year. Also over 100,000 views. Over 600 followers on both of our social media platforms. And I definitely just want to give a big shout out to you guys. Appreciate the SBA family for all the season 1 growth. First free throw off the mark for Brandon Young. Second free throw on the way. Up, and it is good. 7-18. So Duncanville was starting to work their way back in this one, but let's see if this bench unit can work itself out. Christian Williams coming off the bench for Kimball now. Here goes Marbury. Marbury off the screen. Marbury will head to the line after Demps fouls him hard. The help had to come because Marbury was about to skip right through that lane. But 2 free throws on the way from A.J. Marbury. First one up, first one down. Swiss cheese, not out but net. 19-7 in favor of Kimball. Free throw up, and it is good. 20-7 now. Both free throws good for A.J. Marbury. And you know you got to count those pennies here in the SBA. Brandon Young off the screen. Mr. Young, pick and roll action. Page skipping through off the pick and roll. And that's why Brandon Young is so dangerous. Very crafty, big guard for Duncanville. And this guy has playmaking ability. Gotta watch him. Figs with the rock. Figs can put a move on. Figs gets it to Gary. Uh-oh, Gary with the pump fake. He has Brandon Young on him. Christian Williams, 3-pointer on the way, and Swiss cheese, nothing but net. Christian Williams looking like coming off the bench may serve him well as he knocks down that 3-point shot. Brandon Young with the rock. Brandon Young wants the screen from Thad. Brandon with a crafty move, but even better defense as Quentin Macy says, get that out of here. Taylor now on the inbound. Taylor gets it to Page on the interior. Page with a nice look on the inside. Goes up a little bit too late. And Quentin Mackey with the rebound. Mackey pushing it up. He gets it to Gary Jack. Gary Jack to Marbury. Marbury surveying the floor. Marbury to Jackson. Jackson to Figs. Good ball movement from Kimball right now. Kimball surveying the floor. Uh-oh, Gary Jack trying to put a move on. He has a smaller defender. He's trying to take advantage of the smaller guy, but good defense. Now they're doubling Gary Jack. Figs out to Christian Williams. Christian Williams trying to put a move on. He wants the screen from Mackey. Christian Williams, another 3 up, but that one no good. Got a decent look, and he can knock that down. But Christian Williams, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line tonight. Liggins in the Demps. Demps is another guy you got to watch. Skipping through that lane. Good defense. Gary Jack says, get that out of here. Gary Jack just such a stout defender at that 2-guard spot. Marbury gets it to Gary Jack. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Demps tracks the long rebound. 23 seconds left, and Duncanville should hold for the last shot. Let's see if they elect to do that. Looks like they're going to. 16 seconds left on the game clock here in this first quarter. 10 seconds. Taylor surveying the floor. Taylor, 5, 4. Oh, God, nice move from Taylor, and he skips right through the lane up the chest of A.J. Marbury. Long distance shot right there from Gary Jack. It's a heave, but that one is off the mark. SBA community, you know how we rock. 2s in the chat. 2s in the chat. Good first quarter from Kimball, so they definitely answered the call and have been scoring the ball at a high level for Coach J.O. So they made the necessary adjustments, and let's see if they can stay consistent, or will they go into those droughts that we know that they tend to go in. Let's see. Let's see. Christian Williams with the rock. Rawson with it. Rawson back to Williams. Rawson off the screen, skips through the lane for a nice lane, and Coach J.O. was very impressed with Rawson's game, and he said you will see him implemented with this new lineup, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from Rawson. Brandon Young looking to exploit the smaller Rawson. Brandon Young used his size but misses. However, he tracks the offensive rebound. Ame from the corner, no good. But another offensive rebound from Brandon Young. Thaddeus Hill off the mark from the three-point line, though. 11-25, and Duncanville is the team in a drought today. So Duncanville not able to get it going offensively right now. Pardon me, guys, fumbling on my words. But good ball movement right now by this bench unit. Christian Williams skipping through the lane. Floater on the way. No good. Thaddeus Hill with the rebound. Thaddeus Hill. Okay. Let's see what Kimball has. Rawson. Good ball movement. Out to Christian Williams. Christian Williams trying to work on Ame. Christian Williams, tough mid-range shot. And that one off the mark. Not liking the forcing of the shots from Christian Williams right now. But we know that this kid can score. Just hasn't been feeling it in this national season so far. LA trying to get aggressive. LA not having a start he would have liked. He's been going off lately, but started off very quiet in this game. First free throw up for LA, and it is good. So Lamar Anderson trying to pick up where he left off in the last couple of games. LA, second free throw, money. So he goes 2 for 2 from the penny counter, trying to trim into this lead. But Kimball has turned all the way up in this game. Figs with the rock. Figs to Marbury. AJ back to Figs. Figs wants the screen from Roth now. Figs off the screen. Hesitates, gets it to Roth in the corner. Rawson, pardon me. Marbury wants the screen. Marbury skipping through, gets it to Roth. Roth can hit that. Roth on the pick and pop, and it is good. So Kimball made 5 more threes than Duncanville, and what a turn of events in this one. Coach J.O. really got his guys going. Ame off the screen. Ame pick and pop to Swift. Swift can knock that down, but Oscar Swift is not going to knock it down tonight. So Duncanville's still a bit cold. Tyrone Figs skips through the lane and one. Tyrone Figs with the and one over Oscar Swift. And boy, oh boy, has Kimball turned it around. They are scoring points in bunches. And Coach J.O. has to be excited about what his team is doing in this one. Free throw is good. And boy, this is the best offensive night we've seen. Best offensive half we've seen so far from Kimball, if you ask me. LA looks like that is a charge, and yes, it is. Ray Will, pardon me, draws the charge on the play. What a defensive effort on that one. Morris wants the screen. Rawson wants the screen. Pardon me. Rawson finds a nice look from the mid-range. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. 20-point lead for Kimball. And they are really taking it to Duncanville right now. I don't think anyone expected this. Swift putting the move on Roth. Swift trying to thug his way to the paint. But Roth stands tall. And Roth with the tough rebound gets it out to Mackey. Mackey now with it. Mackey's going to slow it down like that. Rawson in a post, puts a body on LA and goes in with the hook. Wow. Rawson with the post move over Lamar Anderson. The smaller Rawson just showing some strength on the interior right there. And Duncanville wants the timeout as things are starting to get out of hand early. Oscar Swift, after the timeout, gets it to Lamar Anderson. Lamar Anderson Brandon Young, three-pointer on the way, and that one bobbles out. Duncanville has just been ice cold. Duncanville ice cold right now, guys. Rawson trying to take it up. Good defense right there by Ame. Ame says, no, you're not going to take it up my chest. Thaddeus with the rock now. Thaddeus trying to skip through. Thaddeus, mid-range shot over the smaller defender, but I do not like that shot. Why not go to the hole, Thaddeus? Rawson now pushing it up. Alley-oop. But LA gets a hand on it. Now he's pushing it up. Ame on the break. Ame trying to put a move on. Ame. Uh-oh, nice post move. Ame thugging, and he's bugging. Gets the lead back down to 20. And Ame, 4 for 7 on the night with 8 points. Rawson with the rock. Rawson to Ray Will. Ray Will back to Rawson. Rawson pulls it back. Rawson trying to work on LA. Rawson with a good pass on the interior to Mackey, but great defense by Oscar Swift and Thaddeus Hill. Thaddeus pushing it up the floor. Thaddeus gets it to LA. LA trying to find that shot, but he's being guarded by Mackey. Ame catch and shoot, 3-ball on the way, nothing doing. And little guy Rawson chasing down that rebound after the nice box out of Thaddeus Hill. Rawson showing some toughness. I'm liking what I'm seeing from this guy, Rawson, the backup point guard here. Mackey, has the little guy over him and shoots it right over Lamar Anderson. That was a mismatch. LA on Mackey. Come on, guys. Ame catch and shoot. And that one is off the mark. Morris pushing it up the floor. Big shout out to my guy, the 5 Show, in the chat. Oh, Mackey off the mark. Good defense right there from Thaddeus Hill. Thaddeus now with the rock. Thaddeus has been a bit cold. LA is gonna pick up, gonna draw the foul as Rawson got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Swift to Liggins. Liggins surveying the floor. Liggins to Taylor. Taylor is going to be fouled by Ray Will. So now Kimball. Kimball is a very defensive team. The fact that they have their offense matching right now, it is very scary. They're showing you guys that they can put the league on notice. Liggins to Swift. Swift to Ame. Ame gets a good look from 3, but Ame might have rushed that one. And Ame is going a bit cold now. Ray Will skipping through, but good defense from Ame. Ame with a nice block right there. Liggins to Page. Page to Ame. Ame trying to another 3, and Ame gets that one to go. So Ame is trying to let it go right now. Doing all he can to get his team back in this one. And Khalil Griffin back in the game. Khalil Griffin wants a 3-pointer off the screen. Flat. I don't like the shot. Ew. Ame pushing it up. Ame trying to work. Ame with a nice pass. And one. And one. Great transition play on that one. Liggins with the and one. Can he convert the old-fashioned 3-point play? Yes, he can. 21-37. Khalil Griffin trying to work. Khalil Griffin, first time playing point guard, gets it out to Gary. Gary, open 3, and Gary, Swiss cheese. Well, actually not Swiss cheese on that one. That one hit the back of the rim and went in. But Gary knocking down the 3-pointer and putting his team back up by a big one. Almost a 20-point lead in this one for Kimball. Kimball just went off in this first half. And their defense, much of the same. Lockdown defense. Liggins trying to work on Khalil Griffin. KG with the good defensive effort. Demps now. Demps trying to put a move on Gary. Demps, 3-pointer off the screen, and Demps knocks it down. So now Duncanville beginning to trim the tree as they get this one down to 16. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 20. And it's looking like Ray Will is going to hold for the last shot for Kimball. Ray Will Trying to get a look over the defense, but great defense by Duncanville. But as we head to the half, guys, what a game from the Kimball offense. They are responding well to the adjustments that Coach J.O. made. New playbook, new system, new starting lineup, and boy, has the offense picked up. If Kimball can play like this for the rest of the game and for the rest of this series, a lot of teams are in trouble as they are already a defensive team. If they can add that offense to their bag, it is up. Trust me. Ame, 11 points leading the charge for Duncanville at the half, and then 9 points for Khalil Griffin. This is how Khalil Griffin started the game. Transition 3, and then Gary Jack knocking this one down. And that has been what's been working for Kimball. They are getting quality three-point looks. About time. We have not seen this out of them all season long, but this is the first game that we are really seeing them move the ball properly and get it done. So I am liking what I'm seeing from the Kimball Knights in this one. At the half, guys, as we head into this third quarter, let me get those threes in the chat. Threes in the chat. Williams to Gary Jack. Gary Jack, three-pointer on the way. Gary, no good. That would have been a big one for them. But let's see if Duncanville could get it back together. Brandon Young off the screen. Brandon Young going to the hole. Brandon Young, nice move, but good pickup from Figs on that one. Christian Williams checked in, starting up this second half. Christian Williams with the rock. Christian Williams gets it back to Gary Jack. Good ball movement. Gary with the rock. Gary, uh-oh, looks like he wants to work on Ame. Gary, oh, nice move. Gary headed to the hole. Gary trying to thug. And Gary with the tough lay-in over Ame on that one. Gary Jack, 6 points on 2 of 5 from the field. 3 assists and 1 for 4 from the three-point line. LA with the rock. LA gets it to Brandon Young. Brandon Young, let's see what you got. No, he wants to get it to Ame. Ame, oh, pullback. Anderson to Thaddeus Hill. Thaddeus Hill, nice pick and roll action with Swift. So big man to big man pick and roll, and it works to perfection as Oscar Swift picks up the bucket on that one. So they are beginning to trim that lead, guys. 14-point lead for Kimball. Let's see if they can hold on. Tyreek Figs trying to put a move on Thaddeus, and Tyreek is going to draw the foul. And on Thaddeus Hill, and Thaddeus Hill saying, all right, that one is on me. Let's see if Mr. Figs can knock down his free throws. Free throw is up, and it is good. Figs has been a big part of what Kimball's second unit has done. Although Kimball has struggled, their second unit looked really good, and Figs has been a big part of that. Figs and Morris. Swift on the inbound gets it to Brandon Young. Panthers want a timeout. Timeout. Oscar Swift to Thaddeus Hill. Thaddeus to LA. LA trying to put a move on. LA takes it up to Cheffa Roth. Gets his own rebound and puts it back up and one. Lamar Anderson would not be denied on that one. And LA headed to the free throw line to try to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. He has not been able to do what he's done in the last couple of games. Probably because Khalil Griffin is not to be played with. But on that one, he would not be denied. 29-44. Christian Williams with the rock. Gary Jack now with it. Gary Jack gets it to Morris. Morris can knock that down. Catch and shoot. Morris in and out. Ooh, I know he wish he had that one back. That one almost went down. Young, to Thaddeus. Thaddeus trying to put a move on. They know to double team. Thaddeus, what a dime! Pass out of the shot off the step back midi and gets it to Oscar Swift for the slam. What a pass right there from Thaddeus Hill. Morris to Christian Williams. Christian Williams to Gary Jack. Gary Jack steps back. He's surveying the floor. Let's see what Gary got. Gary wants to go on Ame again. Gary doing a bit too much. Almost turned it over. Morris gets it back to Gary. Gary catch and shoot. Three-pointer on the way, and it's good. Gary Jack knocking it down. So after almost turning it over, Morris gets it back to him, and Gary knocking down the three-pointer. Yes, sir. Gary Jack also just upgraded with that tier 1 shooting. So big shout out to Gary Jack. He's been stacking that SC and putting it to work, guys. I'm telling you, you make those adjustments and they pay off in the game. Ame with the rock. Ame step back. Ame to Brandon Young. Brandon Young long 2 and no good for Brandon Young. So Brandon Young not having a game right now. 1 point on 0 for 6 shooting. So Brandon Young has to get it to somebody else, and that is probably why his team is struggling, man. They're trying to get it to him, but it is not working out. Figs to Gary Jack. Gary Jack wants another one, and Gary Jack off the mark with that one. But this Kimball crowd would have went crazy if he would have knocked that one down. LA with the rock. LA trying to get it to Ame off the screen, but no. Ame now setting the screen. LA trying to put a move on. Catch and shoot. Ame, and beautiful pass, and an even better catch and shoot from Adebo Ame. Ame trying to put the team on his back, and Kimball gonna want a timeout as that lead is starting to get thinner and thinner. This has been a good game so far, guys. I am loving the action. Kimball has came to play. Mackey with the rock. Figs. Figs to Khalil Griffin. Catch and shoot. Khalil Griffin gets a good look, but that one is off the mark. But the ball is going to stay here as Oscar Swift couldn't corral the rebound. Tipped it out of bounds. So a good effort on the rebound and tip from Kimball. Mackey. Mackey on the inbound to Figs. Mackey gets it to Marbury. Marbury, 7 seconds left on the clock. AJ Marbury trying to put a move on. Marbury to Ray Will. Ray Will, three-pointer up and Swiss cheese. Nothing but net for Ray Will. Ray Will looking a lot better at the 3. And Kimball scoring it a lot better in this game. The game plan seems to have worked, but can the defense hold strong? Ame, mid-range shot off the screen. Ame off the mark. He's been money from that mid-range look. Carrying the team, but Brandon Young with a good steal right there. And so Duncanville trying to trim this lead, man. Trying to get back into it. Thaddeus Hill now with the rock. They are double teaming Thaddeus. Oscar Swift, three-pointer up. No good. Oscar can knock that down, but this time is not it. Ray Will. Ray Will. Free throw shot. Ill. That one in traffic. Not liking that one from Ray Will, but he's been playing really good in this one. Thaddeus Hill trying to put a move on. Thaddeus doubled again. LA Swiss cheese. Can't leave him open. Told you. Told you. You cannot leave Lamar Anderson open. And now only a 13-point lead for Kimball in this one. They were up as much as 20 in this game, but Duncanville trying to work their way back in. Khalil Griffin trying to work on LA. Khalil Griffin trying to thug LA, and why not? LA is not known for his defense. Khalil puts it up, and Khalil Griffin, KG 13 with a strong finish over the smaller Lamar Anderson. Brandon Young off the screen. Brandon finds a beautiful pass in the corner. LA once again, and LA just not feeling it tonight. But I know he wish he has that one back. 2 of 7 on the night. LA just off the mark with that one. Marbury with the rock. Marbury surveying the floor. AJ Marbury gets to Khalil Griffin. Khalil Griffin three-pointer, and Khalil Griffin cooling down after the first half. I believe he had 3 threes in the first half. but now 0 for 2 here in this third quarter. LA with the rock. LA trying to get it to Brendan Young. Brendan Young to Ame. Ame off that curl. We know he likes that midi right there. There he goes. And that shot just not working for Ame in this second half. That was his bread and butter in the first half. But it looks like Kimball has made the necessary adjustments. KG with the rock. Finds Ray Will in the corner. Ray Will. Ooh. Ray Will can't hit that one. Hit one earlier. But now Ray Will going a bit cold. 7 points on 3 for 8 shooting. 1 for 3. And Mackey, what a good steal on the break. Mackey trying to get it up. Mackey on the break. Nice move. And Mackey with the steal in the finish. Gotta love the defensive effort right there from Quentin Mackey. Young with it. Young to LA. Back to Ame. Ame loves that curl. Ame step back. Swiss cheese. No. No good. Ray Will with the rebound. Ray Will now pushing it up. Let's see what Ray has. Ray to Marbury. Marbury to Ray Will. Three-pointer. Ray Will knocks it down. And Ray Will, how about it? Ray Will knocking down that three-pointer to give Kimball a 20-point lead. And Duncanville is on the ropes. 20 seconds left here in this third quarter. And Duncanville is on the ropes in this game. If they don't turn it around, they are in trouble. Brendan Young looks like he wants to get it to LA. LA stuck. So now Brendan Young says, know what? I want it. Takes matters into his own hands. Three-pointer off the mark. And Brendan Young still has yet to hit a field goal. And there goes Khalil Griffin taking advantage of the smaller defender Mackey with that floater in transition after the steal. Mackey feeling himself, getting the crowd into it. And Kimball up 20 here in this fourth quarter over Duncanville. So SBA community, let me see those fours in the chat. Fours in the chat. Fours in the chat. Brendan Young with the rock. Brendan Young off the screen. Brendan Young forces a three. I don't like the shot. Ew. And that one is off the mark. Roth with the rebound. So that shot is not going to work. Forcing threes is not going to get you back in this game. And Kimball just pushing the agenda. Still doing what they do. Morris at the line for two. First free throw is up and it is good. So now they are up 21. 21. Morris second free throw up and it is good. He knocks down both of them. So now they up 22. Gotta love the effort from Kimball. Their team made the necessary adjustments after sliding to 1-3 last week, and now they are trying to start the resurgence campaign. Ame to Swift. Nice pick and little roll action right there. Actually, he didn't even use the pick. He just went. And I like that play right there. Good awareness by Swift, knowing he had his guy by a step and then finishing through contact. Christian Williams wants to screen now. Christian Williams trying to skip through. Christian Williams ill. Thaddeus Hill with the good help right there and the rebound. Thaddeus pushing it up the floor. Thaddeus to Brendan Young. Brendan Young with the rock. Young to Hill. Hill to Anderson. Anderson to Ame. Ame gets a good look from three. Deep though. And that one is a bit too far as it clanks off the back of the rim. 39-59. And Kimball, all they have to do is hold on to this lead, and they will be on their way to 2-3 and starting that resurgence campaign. Ray Will takes it to the hole. Good defense by Thaddeus, but Ame is going to pick up the foul. They're trying to talk things over, but let's see if Ray Will can knock down that free throw and put them right back up 22. Free throw is up. Swiss cheese. Nothing but net. First one good. Mackey coming back in the game at that power forward position. Actually, he's going to the 5. Second free throw, good. 61-39. Brendan Young with the rock. Ame trying to put a move on. Ame gets it to Swift, and Swift on a backdoor cut, slamming it home. So Oscar Swift been trying to do something on the offensive end. But Kimball's defense is very tough, and now that they've added offense to the mix, this team is going to be very hard to stop. Ray Will trying to work on Thad. Ray versus Thad. This is a matchup to watch. Ray versus Thad. Ray Will gets it through. Almost dunked it over Oscar Swift. But a good defensive effort right there by Oscar Swift on the help. Thaddeus Hill trying to put the move on, and Thaddeus gets it to go over Mackey. So Thaddeus... Christian Williams with the rock. Williams to Ray Will. Morris now. Morris versus Brendan Young. Oh, God. Morris with a spin. Nice move. God, Morris with a nice move right there, but great defense from Brandon Young. An even better rebound. He gets it up to Thad Hill. Thaddeus trying to put a move on now. Yes, Thaddeus, your team is going to need you. Alley-oop attention, Ame! Beautiful pass from Brandon Young, and Ame with the slam, and he's trying to quiet the crowd. So they are trimming that lead. This is the time that they need to get this run going. This is the moment. Moment of truth. They're on the ropes right now, but can they come back and break the heart of these Kimball fans? Christian Williams with the rock. Trying to set up the play, but this defensive Duncanville was all over them. Mackey. Mackey to Ray Will. Ray Will with Thaddeus on him. Ray trying to put a move on. Almost slammed it home on that last one. Ray gets it to Christian Williams in the corner. Three-pointer. No good. Brandon Young with another rebound. And Brandon Young trying to play make for this for his team right here in this fourth quarter. Ray Will to Ame. Ame, about to put up that tough mid-range look. Don't like that. Glad he pulled back on that one. Anderson with the rock. Anderson to Young now. Here they go, trying to get that play going again. Ame likes that midi. There he goes, and Ame knocks it down. That is the go-to play. He finally gets it to go in this half. 18 on 44% from the field. So Ame really trying to put a team on his back. And Coach J.O. with a very timely timeout as Duncanville are trying to get back in this game. The Duncanville Panthers are trying to go on a run. Kimball with the rock. Khalil Griffin surveying the floor. Oh, God. Khalil Griffin trying to put a move on LA. LA with a good defensive effort, though. Then Oscar Swift with the board gets it to Thaddeus. Thaddeus now to LA. LA wants the screen now. Let's see what LA can do. LA pulls it back. Gets it to Ame. I love the play call to get Ame open. And why not go back to the hot hand? Adebo Ame has 21 on the night. And now Duncanville has got this lead back to 11. They came all the way back from 22. Let's see if they can shock Kimball here in this fourth quarter. Khalil Griffin, alley-oop on the way, and he gets it to Ray Will for the slam. So Duncanville's on a 13-4 run. But that was a beautiful play right there from Kimball to try to get back on track. Brandon Young. Brandon Young on the interior. Let's see if he can finally get one to go, and he does. Brandon Young gets that one to go. So back to 11. Back to 11. Let's see if Kimball has an answer. 2:40 left. Khalil Griffin trying to push through. Khalil gets on the interior and makes a tough layup. Khalil Griffin with 13 points on 5 of 11 from the field. So Khalil just trying to get it going, and that one is going to help his cause. Brandon Young with the rock. Brandon Young, looks like they're trying to get LA open. Nothing doing, though. These guys of Kimball are playing defense. Pick and roll action. Kimball with a good defensive effort, but Oscar gets it off the little tip. And Roth with a good effort, but just not enough. And back to 11 we go. If they can get over that 11 hump, things could start to get scary. Pardon me for Kimball. Ray Will trying to put the move on Ame. Ray Will, good defense by Thaddeus, and Thaddeus with the hustle. What a defensive effort right there from Thaddeus Hill, but the ball will stay with Kimball. So Duncanville trying to get something going late here. Big shout out to my guy Kennard Roden in the building. Yes, sir, Kennard Roden of the overseas tour. Very talented player. Roth with the beautiful laying off the beautiful pass from Khalil Griffin. And Roth, that one might have been the dagger, Roth. Unless Duncanville can get something going in a hurry, that one might have been the dagger. They want the screen. Brandon Young off the screen. Three-pointer good. And Brandon Young gets the lead down to 10. So that was a big shot by Brandon Young to hopefully get his team back in it. 1:21 left. If I am Kimball, I am working that clock. If I'm Kimball, I'm working that clock. No, they actually go with a quick midi. Don't like the decision. Ew. Now Duncanville with another opportunity. LA two-pointer, and LA knocks it down. 8-point deficit now. They came all the way back from 22, and now only an 8-point deficit with 1 minute left. So every defensive possession is going to matter here. Khalil Griffin with the rock. KG 13 trying to put a move on LA. Oh God, almost loses the ball. That would have been a crucial turnover right there. Ray Will off the curl. Ray Will trying to work on Ame. Gary Jack trying to work on Brandon Young. Corner Ray Will. That was a beautiful play, and Ray Will not able to knock it down. 40 seconds left. Duncanville has to do something in a hurry. Let's see. Brandon Young trying to work. Brandon Young steps back. They don't have much time to set something up. They have to get it going fast. Thad wants the screen. Oh God, Swift in the corner. Oscar Swift, big three, and it goes. Wow, 5 points now. 5 points, and they're going to foul. They have to foul. 23 seconds left, and they cut the lead all the way to 5. Do they have a shot? Whoa. What a game. Duncanville has came all the way back within 5 after they were down 22. Free throw for Kimball is up, and it is good. Ray Will knocks it down to put his team up 6. And can he put him up 7, which might be the dagger? Can he knock this one down? Free throw is up, and it is good. So now they're going to have to burn a timeout, and it's looking like they're going to have to hit a couple threes and play the foul game. I think it's GG's, but you never know. We've seen crazier things happen here in the SBA. Them free throws might have been a dagger for Ray Will, though, if I'm just being honest. Ame with the rock. Ame, couple of pump fakes into the three-pointer. Ame, air ball. And that's going to be all she wrote. Kimball looking like they're going to hang on to the lead and win this one. But that was a close call. They almost gave up that lead that would have been just so heartbreaking after the effort they put on offensively. But it looks like Kimball's able to get it done in this one, as Ray Will is just going to run out the clock. Great game from Kimball, but also a great effort from Duncanville to try to come all the way back. What a game. If you missed this game, you got to go back and watch it. That fourth quarter was outstanding from Duncanville, but just not enough, just a bit too late. And a big shout out to Kimball, man. This team adjusted well. They were down 1-3. I mean, they was down to 1-3, and now they come back in week 5 to get a big time win and a player of the game. Check out Ray Will, got moved to that 3, and he is showing Coach J.O. that he is better served there. Ray Will with some clutch free throws at the end of the game as well. Big shout out to my guy Ray Will for that player of the game on that one. Ray Will, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from the three-point line. Khalil Griffin, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And check out the guys, man. Kimball responding very, very well. And you gotta love the effort from Kimball. Finally picking up a victory, man. It's been a long time coming. They said that they were gonna come back after that last loss with a vengeance and start their vengeance tour. And let's see if they can keep their word. So a great effort from these guys in this one. Shout out to Gary Jack in the chat. He said that this is what he was going to come and do. And those guys stuck to their word. They got a big-time win against Duncanville, who they actually beat in the state championship. So they got the best of Duncanville in the state championship and in the regular season matchup. So let's see, as both teams are 2-3, how these Texas teams fare. They're on different conferences because, of course, all the champions is in one conference, which is the Champions Conference, and all the other teams who lost are on the Underdog Conference. But big shout out to the guys in this one, man. This has been a doozy. Pardon me, guys. Whew. Adebo Ame, 21 points in the comeback effort, but just not enough. LA was on ice as Khalil Griffin had the assignment and was all over him in this one. 2 for 10 also for Brendan Young. That was a tough night for him. Thaddeus Hill, 1 of 4, 0 for 2. So that was not a good night for Thaddeus, man. They did a good job of switching off on Thaddeus, doubling Thaddeus. We've seen a lot of double teams in the post on Thaddeus. And, man, you got to like it, man. You got to love the effort from the defense of Kimball, which is their go-to. So big shout out, man. Big shout out to these guys, man. They tried to put on a fourth quarter effort. So shout out to both teams, really, man. Let me make sure we got everything. But big shout out to both teams, man. It was definitely a dope game. Duncanville tried all they can to get back in this one, but Kimball stuck to their word and got it done. Team comparison for the final draw. You know how we rocking, man. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It is your boy Kamish Mula in the building. This is the Simulation Basketball Association High School Series, and it has just been fun to watch. Make sure you're catching up with the streams. Also, we have an overseas tour playlist. We have a college playlist, and the pros will be airing for the very first season on 2K24. I truly appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Like I said, it's your boy Kamish Mula, and we are out. Peace. Let me get a hashtag our league before we go.